we were talking, and he basically was like, "You're not coming back to San Diego again after a certain dinner," and that's only because at that dinner, like, he saw that I didn't like him. So he was like, "I'm not gonna have like a woman like sitting up in here, and we're like, I like you, and we're just sitting up like we're sitting in my house. Like, that's just not something what I want to do."
I got too much respect to put myself in a woman's friend zone. I like, listen, if you're a woman and I'm talking to you, I'm either interested in like dating you or that's it. Unless it's like a business relationship, like I have no interest in just having like a female like friend. So I just told her that, like, hey, like, no interest.
Yep.
And that was it. Wasn't like a bad thing. It's just I have too much respect for myself, knowing like I feel some type of way about somebody, and if they don't feel some type of way, like, that's cool. Like, I accept that. You don't like me, I get it. You don't see me that way, I understand that. But what I'm not gonna do is sit in the friend zone and hope one day she likes me. I knew that she liked me, but I can't say I knew. I had a suspicion, a deep suspicion, and I feel like whatever you can confront, you can like handle. So yeah. That's what we did. But there's no way I would ever just sit in a woman's friend zone. Like, if you don't like me, I can take that. I'll just move on. I'm not gonna sit on the friend zone and like wait, because if you don't, like, it's your loss.
Yeah. So when he told me that, I respected that completely, because it's like understandable. I would say if situation was flipped, I would not want that either. So basically he was like saying like, "I'm not asking you to go. I'm not asking you to like book a flight. Spend the rest of your time here in San Diego, but after you leave, you're not coming back." And I was like, okay. So I had a lot of time to think. He basically didn't kick me out. So I had a lot of time to think about it.
Okay, so I just want to ask something a little, so I could get a little deeper into that. Because in that same live, you had said that you called him bro and he got really upset. So from how long after, I guess you guys had the dinner the day before he had that conversation with you? Or how long?
The conversation about the leaving?
Yeah, about you, like, if you don't want to be his woman, that you'd have to go.
Yeah, when did we have that conversation?
Yeah, how long after the dinner where you called him bro and he got upset?
That dinner!
I confronted it right in front of the other couple. Like, I just was like straight up, and she was laughing. She thought I was joking, and I was just like, bro, like.
Oh, so that was the same night?
I'm literally not joking. I literally told her straight up. I was like, well, babe, she called me bro, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the last time I ever see you.
Huh?
I told her just like that. This will be I'm a very direct person. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna do any of that. There's nothing that these people can come up here and say that like they don't already know about. I'm fully transparent. I am as authentic as they come. I am very, very, very transparent. I feel like that's like my superpower. So I just confronted it. It was not disrespectful, but I told her like, yeah, this is the last time I see you.
Okay, I just want to say really quick, and I still have two more questions, but Shanice and Olivia, you guys are so beautiful, and, you know, like, I just want to say that because you guys are beautiful, and I don't necessarily approve of this whole thing or support it, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know that you guys are so beautiful, so beautiful. All right, anyways, Olivia, how did you feel from going, like, you know, I mean, do you refer to people that you feel romantically about as bro, or did you make the switcheroo kind of, you know, just...
Can you repeat it? I got a little distracted.
Do you refer to people that you feel romantically about as bro? Like, what made you go from calling him bro to deciding that you wanted to be in the relationship with him? You don't feel like that there was any sort of manipulation involved there? Like, you don't feel like you were kind of given an ultimatum?
I think honestly, deep down, I did, like, was attracted by his intellect, and I was like attracted in one way. It wasn't technically romantic, but I was attracted to something of his because we clicked, like we like hit it off like from the phone call. So already from that, I knew that there was some sort of like chemistry there. Not romantic, right? However, in terms of why was I like, did I see it as romantic suddenly? Is honestly because like it just seems super aligned, and also I was kind of like suppressing my pretty much desire for him, basically, I would say.
Okay, so you were kind of suppressing it until he kind of like brought it out of you.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So, Shanice, when you came home and, from deployment and there's this new addition to the relationship, how did the dynamics change? How did you have to adjust in the relationship? What were the changes like for you?
Sharing space, communication, being more transparent. That's about it.
Can you be a little bit more in depth? Because that's kind of vague. Obviously, the sharing space is obvious. You guys are now in the same space. Like, I want to know, like, how were your emotions? Like, how did you feel? Like, obviously, I mean, as women, I feel like even whether you're in a poly relationship or whatever, you guys, jealousy is a normal human emotion that we all get. So, like, how did you deal with your feelings of being, I'm not going to say, did you feel jealous? Because I feel like that's a stupid question. I feel like anyone would feel a little bit of jealousy in this situation. How did you deal with the jealousy that you felt, how did you deal with any jealousy that you felt when Olivia came into the picture?
Not jealousy. I wanted some alone time. In regards to like how I felt about Olivia, I was confused about why a woman was chosen that wasn't bisexual. But in regards to like how our initial discussion in like adding an additional woman evolved, it evolved in regards to that woman being an asset rather than prioritizing physical pleasure. Like in regards to Olivia, my love definitely took into consideration. We had a lot in common. We were both vegan, and we got along the first time that we met. So I had already known her, and while I was on deployment, he was completely transparent in regards to like what happened or like the steps that he took. So.
Okay. So I have another question. It's kind of unrelated to.
I have a question on that. What was it that led you to like be open to like receive the new idea of the new dynamic between like me and Olivia? Because I'm guessing like it had to be like disappointing to you to not have like
Yeah, you didn't like her answer.
No.
So how did you like internalize that and deal with that?
Yes, sir. I wasn't particularly disappointed. What made me a lot more comfortable was just communication, because being on deployment, communication or comms for us in every single country, and especially in transit between each country, wasn't always guaranteed. So being in a sense of unknowing, that definitely made me a little more weary, or I just wanted to like know more in regards to like what was happening.
And what about when you got like back? Like how did you like kind of like harbor and like deal with those? Because that's a very tough situation, which I take full responsibility on. And so I say I got to be like a better leader. And shout out to Shanice. I feel like I don't give her enough credit for making the best of a pretty difficult situation. So thank you for that. By the way. With that being said, how did you like deal with like the negative feelings like when you actually like got back and it was here and like just the dynamics and everything was like different? Like what did you do to kind of like combat those feelings? And maybe I shouldn't put words in your mouth, but like maybe they weren't negative, but just feelings that maybe weren't aligned with like having the best relationship possible.
Communication.
Did you say medication?
Communication.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, okay. All right. Shanice, so are you still pursuing the Sephora Squad thing?
I put in an application, yes.
Okay. So there was a clip that I saw the other night. I didn't actually get to see the live, but there was a pretty long clip that I watched where someone was asking you about it. And the response that Sean gave didn't seem like a cheerleader type of supportive response. It kind of was like, how did that make you feel?
I understand where he's coming from. He wants for us to be aligned and for us to do more things together. So I definitely understand his response.
So you understand his response, but how would you respond if Sephora Squad did want to take you on? What would that look like for the future of this relationship? If they called you and they said, okay, we want to bring you on and you're traveling. I don't really know the whole thing behind that, but obviously you have to do some traveling. Would you pursue that, or would you take into consideration what Sean said?
Well, I didn't know about most of that, when I applied.
So
I knew
basically,
about the traveling and whatnot when we were online.
okay, so now that after you found that information out, do you feel like you would still take that opportunity if it were presented to you?
Uh,
Because honestly, you have so many supporters on here, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you prepared for what you would do if you were to get that call?
Prepared.
Yeah, like for traveling, whatever they need you to do for if you were to become a part of the Sephora squad.
From what I've seen, I don't think it's what everyone like cracks it up to be in regards to like how much time is dedicated to it. Does that make sense?
Okay. So it kind of sounds like you're downplaying it now because of Sean's response, but that's just my perspective. It sounds like you're downplaying it because of the way he responded, because you seemed like you were excited about it.
That's fine.
Huh?
I said if you know more about the Sephora squad than me, that's completely fine.
No, I don't. You're the one who applied. I don't know more about it. I was just asking, would you take the opportunity if presented? But okay, I don't really have much other question. Oh yeah, there is one more. Okay, so Sean, do you eventually plan on having Olivia? Do you care about Olivia rekindling things with her family, or having a, a connection with her family, or Shanice?
Absolutely. I absolutely would like to see her mom and her dad to be like super, super, super involved in her life. And I think that they'll, again, I don't want to speak too much on it because it's not really my place. But I definitely think like they'll like come around 1000%. I feel like there's like a lot of misinformation and a lot of like he said, she said, and like he said, she said. I mean, like random TikTokers just going and saying all type of stuff, like just things you couldn't imagine, which leads a lot to like what you guys actually like see. But yeah, I definitely like encourage. I think family's super, super, super important.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys have a blessed night. I'm gonna go ahead and let somebody else come up, and yeah, have a great night. Thanks for having me on.
Support. I can tell you watch a lot of lives
Thank you so much.
from the questions you've asked.
No, just the clips that I'll be seeing, but I did used to watch a lot.
Okay, got you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Bye. Just a lot of clips, huh? We got the clip monsters in this chat. Not the chat, the live. August. We're bringing you on, August. Tinker Hell.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my gosh, your voice sounds so sweet.
How are y'all doing?
Doing well. What's your name? Where are you from? And let's
Thanks.
turn
How
the
are y'all
camera on.
doing?
Doing good.
Sorry, I'm in the dark.
It's okay. Turn your camera on anyways.
But my name is August. Okay.
Yeah. I sent you the request.
Is it on?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. My name's August, and I'm from South Carolina. I just want to know, like, are y'all gonna do like vlogs and like trips and stuff, like go on vacation and?
We were just talking about this. Yes, we are. Coming very soon.
Okay. So any like trips planned right now?
Yeah, one.
Okay. And Shanice, like, I just want to know, like, why did you just say yes, sir, to Sean just now? I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird how you just said yes, sir.
Nah, I don't. But that's fine. You call your partner whatever you want.
Okay.
I always call my love,
Okay.
her, my king, baby. Like they're all terms of endearment.
And respect. I have a question for the
I
ladies.
feel it.
I
I feel
have a
it.
question for the ladies. Thank you, by the way, babe. Why do y'all act like it's such a bad thing to respect the man that y'all chose? Like y'all chose to be in a relationship with this man. Y'all chose to accept him as your leader, and then y'all act like it's crazy to show respect to the person that you chose as your leader. What is it like choosing to be in a relationship with a man and then not respect the man that you're with?
No, I definitely feel that. I guess it's just because like I never called like a guy I was like dating or like in a relationship, yes, sir. So it kind of like, I don't know. And then you seem kind of like mad when you were like whispering to Olivia. So I was just like, why did Shanice just say yes, sir to like whatever you had to say? But
I'm sorry, who's saying that?
yeah, I think I'm done.
You have a business?
Thank you guys.
That's a no.
I do. I do have a business. It's called Truly Brows. I'm located in Houston. I do permanent makeup.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if anyone wants the book,
Yeah.
What is
thank you guys.
what does permanent makeup do? What does that mean? Like what are the benefits of that?
So usually my clients are people who have like insecurities with like sparse brows. They don't have much hair on their eyebrows, or like you don't even have to do brows. It can go as far as freckles. People get freckles done, and lip shading. You can get your lip shaded any color. So yeah, it's really just permanent makeup for girls who just want a little bit more enhancement.